All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're mapping out the absolute ultimate roadmap to completely level up your Python skills. We're going to move purposefully from basic, bare-bones syntax all the way up to full-stack web development and even AI applications. Seriously, if you've been stuck just endlessly reading documentation and you're ready to finally escape tutorial purgatory and start building real things, you are in exactly the right place.
You know, author Eric Mathis really hit the nail on the head in his book Python Crash Course with this quote. There really is a unique satisfaction in building something with an actual purpose. Because let's be honest, memorizing syntax is one thing, but genuine, deep understanding only truly clicks when you write code that actually solves a real-world problem, or, runs a game you can actually sit down and play. So we're going to treat this whole learning journey like a video game. Here's our agenda for today. First up, why build Python projects? Then we hit level 1, command line games, followed by level 2, data and APIs, and level 3, GUIs and web. And finally, we'll face level 5, the final boss, AI. Okay, let's kick things off with section 1, why build Python projects? Look, jumping from printing a simple hello world to building an actual functioning application can feel incredibly daunting. It's a huge leap, but here is the crucial takeaway. Employers absolutely do not just want to see that you read a textbook. No, they want to see clean, well-documented code that solves a tangible problem. Believe me, a simple documented project that you fully understand inside and out is vastly more impressive to a recruiter than some massive, overly complex app you just copy-pasted from GitHub. Your personal projects are quite literally the ultimate proof of your skills.
Moving right along to section 2, level 1, command line games. This first stage is all about getting those quick wins under your belt. We're using basic loops and conditionals to build up some serious momentum. Think about a classic beginner project, the number guessing game. It's brilliant in its simplicity. First, you import Python's random module to generate a secret integer. Next, you trap the player in a while true loop, basically forcing them to guess. And finally, you use basic if, elif, and else logic to feed them higher or lower hints. It's such a fun, immediate way to see your logic actually working in real time. And you know what? You can instantly level up this basic project by introducing file handling. It's like adding a boss mechanic. By opening a simple text file in read mode using the R flag, you can pull up the player's previous best score. Then, if they manage to win in fewer attempts this time, you just open that same file in write mode, the W flag, and overwrite it with the new high score. Just like that, boom, your simple command line game suddenly has persistent memory.
Mastering the simple command line loops is absolutely crucial because it paves the way for something way cooler. Libraries like Pygame. With Pygame, you finally step out of that boring text console and start building animated, highly interactive desktop games. We're talking about projects like a classic alien invasion game where you're actively managing 2D graphics, frame rates, and keyboard events. It is a huge step up.
All right, let's keep the momentum going. Section 3, level 2, data and APIs. This is where we leave the command line in the dust and connect our Python scripts to the vast, rapidly changing data of the internet. Now, you essentially have two main paths to hunt down data. On one hand, you've got web scraping. Using a library like Beautiful Soup, you manually parse raw website code, hunting for specific HTML tags to pull out text, maybe grabbing a list of famous quotes, for example. On the other hand, you have API requests. This is where you use the requests library to directly query a server, and in return, you get beautifully structured data files called JSON. It is absolutely perfect for pulling things like live weather stats or, say, an entire database of Star Wars characters. And once you actually retrieve that data, whether it's JSON from an API or just a downloaded CSV file, you unlock the superpower of cleaning and visualizing it. You can quite literally take a massive, boring spreadsheet of raw temperature numbers and transform it into a compelling, highly readable graphical chart using the Matplot library. Okay, checkpoint time. Beating level 2 means you can now safely and confidently handle external data. You know exactly how to make HTTP requests, you can parse complex strings, and you're utilizing essential libraries like pandas and matplotlib. Make no mistake, these are the exact data wrangling skills that real-world developers use every single day on the job. Next up, section 4, level 3, GUIs and web. Let's dive right in and finally give our code a polished professional face.
We want apps that anyone can use, not just programmers, right? By combining the API skills you just learned in Level 2 with a graphical interface library like tkinter, you can build some incredibly satisfying tools. Just imagine creating a mean application window where a user types their city into a sleek entry box, clicks the submit button, and bam, instantly sees live temperatures and weather descriptions pop up on screen. You've just built a fully functional, real-world desktop application.
Now, if desktop GUIs aren't really your style, you can take the whole shebang to the web. Frameworks like Django are absolute game changers. They allow you to build complex, full-stack web apps. Think something like an online journal or a social platform. With Django, you're managing a backend database, setting up secure user authentication so people can actually log in, and serving up responsive HTML interfaces that look amazing on any browser. To truly cement these Level 3 skills, you really need to start building highly employable portfolio projects. We're talking practical, everyday tools. Think of an Italian food ordering system, or maybe an automation script that magically sorts cluttered files into specific folders, or even a tool that generates PDS payment receipts using the Report Lab library. Businesses out there are literally desperate to hire developers who can build clean user interfaces and manage practical, everyday data. Which brings us to Section 5, the final boss, AI. You've made it. This is where we take all of your foundational knowledge and tap into the absolute biggest tech trend of the decade, artificial intelligence. With your incredibly strong Python foundation, you are now fully equipped to tackle advanced AI. You can leverage powerful libraries like TensorFlow to build an image classifier that can actually spot the difference between real photos and AI fakes. Or you could use the naive Bayes probability algorithm to process text data and build a smart filter that automatically flags spam emails. It's incredibly powerful stuff. As you conquer these levels and start pushing your code up to platforms like GitHub, I want you to remember one very important thing. Recruiters do not expect perfection. They really don't. What they want to see is your progression and your logic. Adding clear, thoughtful README files to explain exactly why you approached a problem a certain way, and honestly, what you learned when things inevitably broke, is what truly sets a standout junior developer apart from the rest of the crowd. So, your roadmap is officially set. You have the map, you know the checkpoints, and the tools are just waiting for you to pick them up. The only thing left to do is to sit down and write the code. So I have to ask, are you going to stay stuck in tutorial purgatory? Or which project are you actually going to build today?